And we visit today with Coach Kellye Fowler, head basketball coach of the Portageville Lady Bulldogs, going to the Final Four in Columbia. Coach, I know it's an exciting time for you, the community, the team. You've had a great season, and it has to feel good that you're getting to make that trip to the Final Four.
It definitely does. For us to get to do something that's never been done at Portageville before, it really is just so surreal. And to have the support that we've had of our school and of our community, it's just been the best feeling.
Well, you have deep ties to Portageville, and I'm sure you were a Portageville graduate, correct?
I was, yes, I graduated in 2008. So
2008. And who coached you in basketball there?
Coach Eric Ellebrook, he was my coach all 4 years. And
Okay.
then my mom, Susan Penn, was our assistant. So
Yeah, yeah. So your mom was the assistant, and then you move into the head coach's position, and you've had some great teams, Coach. And I think a lot of people in Southeast Missouri they think about Portageville basketball, and of course they go back to the glory days and those state championships of the men's team. But you're building quite a legacy with the girls program. I mean, year in, year out, you're competing in the state, and last year that thrilling victory you had to go on the road, and never easy when you go play at Neelyville. And but this year you win the both games, and you get to take that trip to the Final Four, and it has to be so satisfying for your girls.
it is, it really is. The loss to Principia last year just really left a hunger, I think, for some of my upperclassmen and my returners, and they wanted it bad to be that close and to fall just a little bit short. They've been hungry all season, and so just to see it pay off for them is, like I said, super sweet, super surreal. I'm just super excited for them, super blessed to have the opportunity to coach this group of girls.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the girls since you bring those up. You have a nice mixture on this team, and looking up and down, you I see only one senior on this roster. Is that correct?
That is correct. We just lose Janiah Smith. Now it's a big loss. We'll miss her next year, but it's nice to have so many girls returning.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your team. I mean, you have combinations from some from sophomores and freshmen to juniors that have a lot of playing experience. And I look up and down your lineup, and it really makes a difference with your ball club and what they have been through in the previous years, not just in regular season, but through the district tournament and then state tournament play.
Yes, no, I think that the experience that we bring from the last few years, Janiah has started in all three of the years that we've gone to the quarterfinals and won the district. She's been a starter for me all 3 years. She just brings a lot of experience to the team, as well as Taryn Irby and Gloria Farmer. Both of them played vital parts, even as freshmen. And that first little run that we made, they were just big pieces to what we were doing then, and they continue to be big pieces now. And so it's nice to have that experience. But man, those younger girls and the girls, um, my junior in Maggie Priggle, who's gotten to play a lot of RC this year when she was mainly playing JV before, they bring a lot of fresh new energy to the team as well. Maggie had an outstanding game in the quarterfinals. She was really the difference maker for us there. And then I have, the sophomores in Deasia Arterbridge and Elise Hickenbottom that come in and just add so much athleticism and quickness. And then Josie Caton comes in and hits 2 big assists for us. She can really handle the ball and just kind of bring another aspect in the game. It just makes us very versatile. And then, I got a freshman that's playing some too, and Satori Saxton. And they're just, it's just, like I said, a fun group to coach because we're pretty versatile and can do a lot of different things.
Well, you mentioned about the depth, and it's so important. In that victory, when you had that matchup with Woodland, and it was close a lot of the ball game, and you mentioned the big contributions. But even in the win over Steelville, seems like when you turn up that full court pressure, that's when things start going in your advantage.
Yeah, our defense there has just been such a big part of what we've done all season long. And we bring a lot of quickness and a lot of length. The girls on our front line are just so long, and they're able to apply really good defensive pressure. And it just makes good things happen for us. It's fun to watch. It just really turns that energy up. And when defense is going well for us, then typically everything else is going pretty well for us too.
sometimes defense creates offense, and I think that's very true with your team because you force turnovers and gets easy buckets, and the opponent looks on the scoreboard and suddenly they're 6, 8 points behind, and the panic starts to come in. What once was a close ball game, you're starting to pull away in those games, and you don't get the record that you have this season. What's your record now, Coach?
24-4 is our record.
24-4. Yeah, but my printout didn't have that on there. But only the 4 losses. You had 2 of those early in December. But 2 losses this season went to Donovan, and Donovan in Class 4, I think, is going to be, and they have to be one of the top teams in Class 4. So you played some really good competition to get that great record.
Yeah, we did. Donovan's a great program, and it was really good for us to get to kind of see their pressure. And one of the games we handled it pretty well at the beginning, and then another game we didn't. And like you said, it works both ways. When we're turning the ball over and other teams are putting that pressure on us, and we didn't handle it well against Donovan, it kind of created that separation. But I think in the long run, it's made us better playing teams like that. And prepared us, hopefully, for what we're going into this weekend, or this week, I guess.
Yeah, we always think about weekend basketball. Well, this is going to be Wednesday basketball in the Final Four. You mentioned a team that you lost to last year that ended your season, but you get a chance for revenge on Wednesday. And Principia, tell us a little bit about them. We saw them last year in the battle that you had with them, and just came up short in that ball game. But tell us what to expect from them.
Yeah, Principia is a great team. They're led by their big sophomore sensation, Deasia Scott. She's averaging like 18 a game. She's a great player. I think she's like 6'2", maybe 6'3" inside. So we definitely have a lot of focus on her. Got to be able to contain her and keep her from dominating. But they also have a lot of quick guards. They play excellent man-to-man defense, and I think the difference in the ballgame is going to be whether or not we can handle it.
All right. Well, we won't give away too many secrets just in case they're watching. and all of our coaches, they know better than to give away a game plan on something like this. But what we do, I know, won't, is and will have is when Portageville plays, you get a big rowdy crowd to support you. And I know a lot of people are planning the trip to Columbia. Is evident when you start trying to book a hotel room in Columbia. They're hard to find with
they are.
Class 1, 2, and 3 basketball. Basically, will be playing later this week in Columbia. So I know you expect a rowdy crowd, a big arena, but this is going to have to be such a thrill for your girls when they run out onto that floor.
Oh yeah, they're so excited, and like you said, we just bring so much support from our dog pound and from the rest of our community members, and being able to host these last 2 games was just so special because that crowd could really come out and just kind of be the 6th man for us. They really were difference makers in that ball game. So we're, hoping that a lot of those people can make the trip to Columbia with us and support us on in the big stage. And yeah, we're just super excited to get that opportunity. I'm thrilled for the girls, and it's just a once in a lifetime opportunity. Well, hopefully not once, but it's the first in their lifetime. So we're excited about it.
Let's talk a little bit about your travel plans because people may be wanting to see you guys out of Portageville tomorrow. And I assume you're going to be, of course, you're going tomorrow because you're going to play Wednesday. Tell us a little bit about any plans for, leaving town, because I know the town's going to do it right for you.
Yeah, we're planning on leaving from the school about 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, we're going to have a little send off from our students and kind of parade through town. So we would love for all of our fans to just kind of line Main Street and come out and send the girls off and show them your support. Even if you can't make it to Columbia, you can send them off and show them that you've got their backs and are cheering them on from home.
You bet. And we will be, we're going to be live streaming streaming this interview on Tuesday morning. We're recording it on Monday afternoon. So Coach has another practice before they may have another practice tomorrow morning or a shoot around to work on some things. But
yes.
The team leaving at 10 o'clock tomorrow. Coach, good luck. We're going to be over there. We'll have a radio broadcast on Sports Radio, KMIS, AM, and FM. if people want to follow that broadcast. And we're going to have our audio streams online. And when we get to this point in the state tournament, the Final Four, Misha TV handles all of that. So that's where the live stream will be, but we'll have the free radio broadcast and our audio streams. And Coach, we're going to talk after the game and talk about that victory and
Yes,
your trip to the championship game.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Kellye Fowler, head coach of the Portageville Lady Bulldogs. Good luck, Coach, and we'll see you in Columbia.
Thank you. See you guys there.
All right.